So I was going from my home to go have dinner with some friends, and I was driving through a parking lot. It was a busy night due to there being a festival across the street, and there was a car to my right that was stopped that was loading. And then there were some people actually crossing actively. There was 5 people total, including Mr. Vasquez and his wife, and 3 of them crossed through. I was driving straight ahead, and we locked eyes.
How fast were you going?
I was going maybe 5 miles an hour at max, and I had come up to a stop to let the other folks cross in the opposite direction. And
you actually stopped your vehicle?
Yes, I did stop my vehicle, and then they crossed. And then next thing I know, as I'm passing, and this is a brand new vehicle that I just purchased less than 24 hours prior, so I was extra careful with it. And I heard just a crunching sound of the rear of my car being stomped on by Mr. Vasquez. And after that, I quickly stopped my car. I got out, and he was actually going towards his vehicle, and his wife just made a beeline to the car, sat in the car, and I quickly got out. I took a photo, which is the first photo on page 3.
This is the Plaintiff's Exhibit A.
Exhibit A,
and
yes.
I note here it looks like feathering. Is that a sneaker, the imprint of a sneaker?
It was Crocs. So he was wearing Crocs, black and white Crocs that he was wearing. So it was definitely footwear, and he basically stomped into the side rear of my car.
Let me stop you for a moment. Mr. Vasquez.
Oh, sure.
Mr. Vasquez.
Yes, sir.
Did you lose your temper?
I would not say that I lost my temper so much as I reacted in a split second. It wasn't until after everything had stopped that I lost my temper and started yelling.
So tell me what happened immediately prior to this interaction you had with the plaintiff's car.
Well, immediately prior, what happened was my wife and I were shopping at a local craft store. As we are exiting, we're walking towards the crosswalk where there's already a family of like 4 or 5 people crossing, heading towards the store. I see Ms. Cragholm in her car. I see her there, and she stopped. As that family is crossing, we enter the crosswalk. And when that family was starting to get close to the curb, Ms. Cragholm, instead of waiting, she goes around to the left to get around them. Now, I don't have great hearing. I have hearing aids, but even with them, I could hear that she revved her engine to go way faster than she should have in a parking lot. So as my wife and I are in the crosswalk, she speeds past us. Now, yes, I reacted quickly. My wife has a medical condition, so it's very serious. And I reacted, I held her back, and I did kick out.
All right, so what we have here is a conflict in versions. Do you have any additional evidence other than your testimony about how fast you were going and what happened?
Yes. I first got out of the car. I did confront him. I stepped out of the car, and I just went, why would you do something like this? You and I locked eyes. We absolutely locked eyes. Do you know me? Or do you think you know me? And I just couldn't imagine that somebody would do such a thing.
How long have you been driving?
Oh, since I was 16, so...
what do you do for a living?
Financial planner.
And what do you do for a living, sir?
I am a safety trainer.
Safety trainer?
Yes, sir.
What does a safety trainer do?
I am contracted to go on site to teach machine operators how to safely operate various types of industrial machines, including cranes, forklifts, and the sort.
Is it possible that you overreacted in this interaction and maybe you misperceived the,
Your Honor,
the level of danger?
It is my belief, and I do this and I say this when I teach my classes. If there are no consequences, there's no incentive to change your behavior. I teach these to my students in my safety classes because I want them to be safe when they use their machines, whatever that machine may happen to be. Now, that evening, she sped through a parking lot driving erratically around people. So the consequence there was either, yeah, I kicked the car as I reached my wife and tried to get us away so we don't get hurt. Or she speeds through the parking lot, she hits somebody, she hurts them, she kills them, and now instead of standing in front of a small claims court, she's standing in front of a criminal court.